My MQP consisted of independent research under Professor Paffenroth. So for the most part, I was working on my own on this project, similar to a senior thesis. That said, I did have collaborations with several of the graduate students in the lab, as well as some of the students working on other MQPs under Professor Paffenroth, who would occasionally Zoom call with me or have short meetings to bounce off ideas and to discuss the directions of our independent projects. I found this experience to be very rewarding because I'm considering going to a PhD program after WPI, and doing the senior thesis work allowed me to experience what independent research is like, from the highs of discovering something new to the lows of working week after week on an experiment only for it to fail. And I realized that this is in fact something I really enjoyed doing, and I don't think I could have done that without, firstly, Professor Paffenroth's guidance, as well as the opportunity to conduct such a long-form research project during my time in undergrad.
Alright, so my MQP experience was awesome. I was on a team of 11 other cybersecurity students, working under Professor Shu, Professor Dai, and Professor Sun on a cyber-oriented project. So our project was called Isolation-Centric Operating Systems for the Enterprise, and because we had such a big team, which is awesome, we were able to divide into 3 sub-teams and lead separate efforts to work towards the larger goal. So it felt kind of more like an actual production environment where you have multiple teams working on different things, having to meet certain deadlines with each other, and navigating roadblocks, things like that, and just making the most efficient workflow possible. So that was a really, really amazing experience for me. I think as part of my team, we worked on the networking and policy management side of things, which I was super interested in. I took every single networking class possible at WPI before doing this MQP, and I was just so excited to be able to bring those classroom skills and those project-based classroom skills to an actual real-world project.
I had a lot of fun with my MQP. It was very interesting. So I'm a computer science and robotics major, so my project was a 3D printed humanoid robot. It's about this tall, and the idea is we were trying to get her to do locomotion tasks like standing and walking. It was a really interesting project. I worked on it with 6 other people, mostly RBE majors, and it was a very interesting project. It was also a great experience. My team and I bonded a lot. We were in the lab for many hours a week, so we had a lot of time to hang out and bond together, and it was a really fun time hanging out with the group. And in addition, we had a great project. It was really fun to sort of build up this platform from the ground up. We weren't given very much to start with, so over the course of the whole school year, we were designing, testing, just trying to make our little robot baby perform the standing and walking tasks we wanted her to do. So it was really fun kind of seeing her grow in a way and seeing us grow along with it. And it was a really fun project. And at the end, we had a nice presentation day demo. We were able to show our robot actually walking for the judges, which was really, we were all just really proud of ourselves and of our robot in that moment. So seeing that all come together in the end was a really cool experience.
Overall, our total team size ended up being about 19 people. So we were able to produce a lot of different things, and we had a lot of people working. It was definitely a challenge to manage. I think that was one of the biggest things where I've had a lot of people comment on it for me, but just saying that I grew so much as a leader. I was the programming lead, and I was also one of the producers. So I was in charge with making the task list for people for basically every single department, along with my co-producer, Renee Coleman. She's fantastic. And I also worked with the tech team and making the Jira tasks and giving that out to everyone every single week. We did weekly sprints. And MQP has definitely made me grow so much as both a programmer and just an individual. I think that if I didn't have MQP, I would be very unprepared for real-world experience. I think that it's been by far the most interesting thing I've done the entire year. I definitely felt like this is exactly where I want to be, this is exactly what I want to do, but it also made me just grow and realize that I can do it and grow and learn how to do it.